already late.
No, we're not that late. We're fashionably late, is what we are. Hi,
Fashionably
everybody.
late.
Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. There is no camera because right now I look like the GIF from Airplane. And amazingly less handsome.
Excuse you, Mimo.
Tash would disagree.
Oh, Tash is verbally disagreeing right now, but I'm just sweating buckets.
Mm-hmm.
I am melting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for this week we are currently down to 2. There is no Christy and there is no Marie.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, well, Christy's currently away at Disney World. Specifically the one in Paris.
Outrageous behaviour.
Oh, right.
Well, I'll
They're
find
in
out
the
if
Paris
acceptable
Disneyland.
behaviour if she's planning to rile the farmers up afterwards, so that way the park gets closed when they leave.
Oh, you mean like the Disneyland knockoff which they had in The Simpsons?
No, it was a thing that
In the
actually happened
Treehouse of
once, 'cause
Horror.
I was there. The French farmers actually rioted and stormed the gates of Disneyland Paris.
Oh, wow.
So they had to shut everything down.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're forced to leave early, Disney still has to guarantee your ticket price. So it's like, if you're forced to leave a day early, they still give you a day for free at some point.
Oh, nice.
As policies.
That is
That kind of works.
really
And Marie is currently probably toasting alive in Florida.
Probably.
So yeah, we are just joined by 3 maniacs this evening.
Where?
Yes. 3 maniacs, which one of them is like, just give me a moment to breathe, and like a little bit longer moment to breathe, and then I will probably take care of like a lot of people.
That's fine. I need a good night's sleep. So
Yeah.
anyways, last time, you wonderful band of misfits ventured down to the city of Ember Mine, bringing supplies. Found out that something had happened that caused the mine accident in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Healed an injured miner for more information of Earth Elementals screaming that the pillars can no longer hold up the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
At which point he ventured down, did battle with the foreman known as Aza, along with all of his clones. I think it's probably the best way of putting it. If you consider the original Alpha, and then you go through Beta, Gamma, Delta, so on. Along with 2 elemental buddies who had great fun chasing everyone around through their ability to burrow and earth meld.
You abandoned me to die, Rex.
You're alive still, aren't you?
You see that blood stain on that wall? The one that's roughly kobold shaped?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
me. I mean, no, that was not me.
Yeah.
As a DM, no, sadly, that is that one over there, surrounded by the various dents in the floor.
Yeah.
Only got one good hit in.
Yeah. That you do.
But you guys also leveled after that experience. And so we pick up
Yes.
with you guys back down deep in the mines. You are well aware of 2 elemental myrmidons guarding a passageway that leads deeper into the mines.
Myrmidons. Well then, we're going to murder Myrmidons.
But
This,
of course, there's
like-
more room for you guys to explore some more. What would you like to do?
Like, funny thing is that as soon as the way you said the mine, it actually reminded me of Sheldon Cooper being in the heating duct, preparing for the mission.
Oh yeah.
and singing the song. I think it's called Dark as a Dungeon. But anyway, so yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have a look around before we go and pick any more fights.
Yeah, I could probably do the same with you.
Alright then.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go west and take a look at the minecarts and anything that's lying around.
To
Haven't
the
really had
north
a
and
chance to
south
look
of this
around
particular
properly.
junction, you see minecarts currently awaiting to be filled. The walls of the mines are gleaming with shiny gold and silver seams. They get the occasional bit of like a blood red crimson peeking through. That's one hell of a drag.
It was me opening a bottle of Pepsi.
Well then.
That literally sounded like
Oh.
someone taking a full-on drag.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Rax,
Yes.
remind me I need to find someone to teach me shatter when we go step
Okay.
aside. Because it'd be
Okay.
very nice to get all that gold right now.
Yeah, I know. It would be nice, but
What's in the carts?
The carts
yeah.
themselves are currently empty. They're currently full of
Oh.
mining tools, pickaxes, stakes, sledgehammers.
Oh. This is just downright disappointing.
There it is,
Yeah.
and the same with the ones to the south.
Well, now that we disappointed ourselves, we shall make a plan to murder some mermaids. I don't know why I'm speaking like that.
So shall we go down like
Going underground.
Going underground.
go down like the other way because we are literally like you can see there are tracks leading down into the mine where we haven't gone yet.
1 second. Can I roll Arcana to? These are like literally dwarves with fire beards, correct?
Correct. You can certainly roll for me an Arcana, Eppa. Did you roll really well?
That's a 25.
Did you like?
Basically, yoink, I want to collect some fire beards. Because
Okay.
surely those are useful.
So the firebirds are not really collectible. Like if you took a pair of shears to them and cut them, you're like trying to cut literal flame. It is fire that
Aw.
has taken the form of a beard.
That's not fun.
It's literally like dwarves who have intimidated the fire. Like, you're in the shape of a beard now. You hear?
Do I learn anything about these dwarves magically?
Well, magically, Acer Alpha's like the original. All the other ones, he has made copies of himself. And then imbued them with like a small little bit of himself so they can come alive and basically be a second, third, fourth, fifth him.
The other Aesir that we fought alongside the elementals, are those the same
Yes.
person? Okay.
Yes, all the Azer down here were literally a guy called Azer.
Well, if there are any more of these guys, they know we're coming.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a bandage?
I can rip another bit.
Tink and Aileen look at back and forth and back to you like, why do you want a bandage?
Eppa just sort of like gestures to the half of his body that is just bruises and scabs. I am a
Hang on.
tiny kobold wizard on half health.
Oh, you're on half health.
My half health is 20 hit points. Shut up.
I'm
is-
down to 14.
He is but a small wizard.
Oh god. Yeah, no, heal you, heal you. Ha ha.
Heal you all? Nah, you're fine.
That's why I asked if we could do this quick. Everything hurts.
There's 2 sandwiches in a inventory. I was looking to see if anyone had healer's kits. It's like, oh, you can have a sandwich. It's not much of a sandwich anymore.
Oh wait, Rex. Have this. I'm going to toss Rex a potion of dragon's breath.
Ooh.
Cold.
Okay.
Might be useful later.
Yeah, might be.
I was like, Das, if you lose my crossbow, I'm going to be pissed.
I,
Still studying that thing.
I will take care of this beloved crossbow of yours like it was my non-existent child.
Eppa just full stops in his like tracks because he's sort of like rummaging around the cave a little bit, and just has that sort of like terrifying moment of, Das has to have kids.
What?
He
Why?
might have kids,
In
but
any case, Rex received 26 points of healing.
sweet.
As Aileen just comes along, slaps you on the back, it's like, don't worry, buddy, we've got this.
So 26.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. That feels better.
Weird that those guys aren't coming out to look at us.
Yeah, I think we need to be the more cordial side of things.
Did you say gorgeous? I mean,
No.
I
No, I
still
did
have
not.
my Persephone costume from that play that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like running my mage hand through these carts that look like they're full.
They're indeed full. The front 3 are full of coal.
Hmm.
And then obviously the
Now-
4th one in that line is filling as they were mining it out, but obviously got just left abandoned.
Well, I suppose push comes to shove, we can always like camouflage ourselves with coal.
Yeah.
Are you
Has there been any reaction from those myrmidons yet?
No.
Hmm. Eppa, do you mind if they turn out to be aggressive, which they probably will be?
Mm-hmm.
I will knock back the. In that case, I will be knocking back the potion of fire breathing and just, well,
Old.
burn them,
Freeze.
freeze them. Yeah,
Coal dragon's breath. Yeah, no, that's why I gave it to you.
good. Sounds nice.
I love how.
Don't worry,
Red
I've got-
sounds
I've-
so disappointed because
I'm prepared, and like Eppa is sort of just like toying with his little dagger. um, shall we go? Shall we go closer?
may as well. Why not?
May as well.
Ba-da, ba-da.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da.
And I have a little nosy around the corner to see what's in those mine carts.
Further down this way, you find Eppa that this is obviously quite the hefty iron seam that they'd come across. The wagon on the straighter bit of track has got 3 wagons full to the brim, if not overflowing with iron ore.
They've got literally everything in here. Oh my god!
Everstone is quite a productive mining town.
I Ember believe it.
You Ember, believe it. Yeah. Anyway.
And down here is more iron ore, although a slight deviation from the normal ferrous oxide. The name of the compound escapes me.
Hematite?
Yes. Well, that's still ferrous oxide. My brain wants to say cinnabar, but no, that's how you get mercury. It's also how you get red dye in old manuscripts.
That and crushed beetles.
Yep. Anyways, the rest of you, as you approach closer, Alien instincts stop one crossbeam ceiling support short of the Myrmidons, at which point they seem to rouse from their slumber.
Mm-hmm.
Stand there with big hefty war hammers and sort of cross them over to block your path, and begin to speak in a language that could best be described as gravel through a mill.
It's primordial, isn't it?
No, it is Terran.
Oh.
I don't think any of us know Terran.
No, and I don't think anybody knows comprehend language either, or tongues, or any other means of getting
There
a
is,
hold of a language.
There is next. Wait a minute. Tongues is a cantrip, correct?
No, tongues is I want to say.
First level, I think.
No, I feel like it's a 3rd level, I want to say.
3rd level spell.
But in any case, very hard to understand them.
Yes.
I say, and this might be one of, like, goodness knows, like, this might be, like, my ingenious brain coming up with something. Why don't we see whether we can find one of those Omega guys and kidnap them, and then we can then force them to talk to these guys in the language of which they understand, so that they can move aside.
Alien points out, you mean the guys that we killed back at the top of the mine shaft?
I thought there were more guys.
We haven't come across any yet, Das.
I swear we've come across a lot more.
No.
Wait, what about the guy that we spared?
I'm gonna try and say hi in all of the languages I know.
Could you be so kind to list them off for me, please, and then I'll say when you hit one.
Common, Draconic, Elven, and Dwarven.
They tweak slightly at Dwarven, although not enough to like begin dialogue.
Wait a minute. Eppa, what languages did you speak?
Common, Draconic, Kobold. Elvish, because they got some good manuscripts, but like Dwarven's really useful. And like, just starts like reciting like some random Dwarven quotation from like an engineering textbook.
And at that point, Rex like interrupts you, like interrupts you with like Dwarvish, like yeah, I know.
So this is all going to be a dwarven. Hello? What? Who are you guys? What's your names? Are the pillars okay?
They respond again to the sound of gravel through a mill.
Wait a minute. Let me try something. I repeat it to the one in front of me using the message cantrip. Because I don't know if it's a language problem or if it's they are physically don't have mouths problem.
Let me just double check the wording on message. Does it translate to something you can know?
Does not translate.
Then sadly
doesn't
no. What
do.
you get back in your head is the sound of gravel through a mill.
Oh. Hey, Kaylin. Do either of you have bright ideas? I don't speak rock.
Me neither.
Halen thinks it's that does how anime scratching the back of her neck. Yeah, I don't know how to help on this one either. I wish there was something, but nope. Sadly, all.
I mean,
Aileen has an idea, but it will cost her a spell slot she doesn't really want to use up.
what was your idea?
Okay,
Enlighten
fine.
me.
The idea is summon an earth elemental.
I've got an easier one than that. An Epper is going to dip into his bag, and he's going to find that little blue slat archive crystal. He's going to see if there's anything in the archives that translates Terran.
Oh, it's been a while for one of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and sit with everybody else, sit on the floor, and just be like, okay, cool. Make sure I don't bite my tongue or smash my head against the wall. Because this is almost certainly a terrible idea. And Eppa just grabs the crystal and just thinks rock speech.
Alright then, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Oh god. 16?
Okay, your brain doesn't turn into mush.
Thank God for a +9 on those saves. It was a 7 on the dice.
Oh boy.
Nope. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to find it. There it is. Okay. So as you start delving through the archive crystal, you start looking for anything that can allow you to speak with elementals. Go ahead and roll for me, please, a d6. Sorry, a d8.
Oh, D8. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So slash RD8. That's a 5, Captain.
Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How dead am I?
You are not dead. You do, for the briefest of moments, learn a new spell.
Ooh.
And are able to cast it immediately. It is Speak with Plants.
Ha!
Not quite what I was looking for. Is there any mold in the cavern? Actually, that's a point. Are there any plants in the things?
What's your passive perception at these days? I need to reprint my cheat sheet.
12.
You notice in places around the cavern,
My
Eppa,
passive
So-
investigation is 19 though.
pretty dope.
So, passive wisdom.
Yes, but I'm using Eppa's the only one that's after this. So
Oh,
Okay.
Eppa, you like looking at the mobiles. There's no mold on them, but you do know there's mold around them.
can't believe I'm about to do this. Is it a spell slot to cast speak with plants?
No, this is purely coming out of the archive crystal. At which point, this archive crystal will be deactivated for a week.
I mean, that's fair. This is why I've got a bag full of them.
This is
Cool,
why I'm great giving
yeah.
you so many.
Oh, this hurts. Okay. Mold. Can you translate for us?
Now I need to think of a voice for mold. I was just gonna go straight with like white trash,
I mean,
but that was a little on the nose. I was waiting for it to go. You want us to translate to Kjiv?
What do you think?
You get this voice back in your head, and it's just like, yeah, what? Who said?
Are you able to speak what they speak? Like, I fully expect to everyone else in the party, I'm just looking at a random bit of rock wall and a tiny bit of plant and having a conversation in full-ass common.
Oh yeah, there was like a big patch of like albino mold on the ceiling, and you're just having a straight up conversation with it. And it's like, I'm not a big fan of speaking with the dirt.
Yeah, but I need to talk to them, and sadly, I don't know how. So,
But you're talking to me.
I'll-
Or more accurately, us.
okay, look. What will it cost you to translate? I can get you a sandwich. There's some nice bread, something rich in sugars, something to know nom 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 nom. Or are you more a rock person in terms of eating?
Yeah, promise me a little bit of water, and we're good.
Oh, sure. 1 second. I just rummage around in my bag. I get like a tiny bit of rations, and I get some water, and I sort of like damp the bread with the water and just mush it on the plant.
It will take some time, but you reckon there'll be like this weird growing hand fungus that just come in and peel it away.
damn, I was going to use panache and try and charm the mold. Like from the level up, let's see. If it isn't hostile, it is charmed by you for 1 minute. So I mean, I could try and charm mold, but no, you got a grip on this, so you're good.
I'm not sure any of this looks like I've got a grip on anything. I am talking and feeding a plant and asking it to talk to a rock.
Even Aiden's like impressed that you're speaking with plants. That's her thing.
This isn't rude, is it, Aelin?
Oh no, you carry on, man. You carry on.
It's sort of like I'm using my mage hand to sort of like keep applying pressure to the wet bread, and I'm just like, "Are you able to help now?"
All right, get him talking, and I'll get translating.
And yeah, I just turn in dwarven, and I ask the question. Well, I ask whatever questions we want. What questions do we have?
Why are you standing guard at this particular entrance, and can you let us in? That seems to be two very good questions to answer.
I translate into dwarven.
As the sound of crushed gravel goes on, Eppa, you get the mold coming back into your mind. Go. All right, so he's saying that you're not allowed to come through here because you're not made of the earth. You're not one with the earth. something, creating a new pillar. The usual guard jazz. No shirt, no shoes, no service.
Does this mean? Oh wait, I don't. I can't hear.
But no, I'll pass the message along. Like Epper's sort of like he's hearing it and just speaking it in common, occasionally making it sound slightly less like a hillbilly.
So no shirt, no shoes, no shit, no service. Who here has bowels that they need emptying right now? Because we I'm guessing they need a bit.
Epper does very quickly. He drops into like Elvish because he assumes the plants will be able to understand him. See what I have to deal with.
And that more is racial profiling right there. You assume I speak a pansy language.
I mean, you understood me.
Point taken.
Well, if no one's going to take a shit, don't mind me. I'm just going to go around the corner.
Just squat out, one out.
Squat one out.
In Dwarven, I go, we heard about the pillars being damaged. Can we help? Sorry, let's try that again. I heard the pillars were damaged. We were curious and we'd love to help. Kind of don't want the town falling on this.
The Myrmidon kneels down to try and get eye level with Eppa as he asks the question, and like the mod's like, oh, okay, so apparently the pillars isn't like an actual rock pillar like what I'm currently chewing my way through right now. They're speaking more of like their own elemental plane. I don't understand why you want to fly, but there you go.
Do we even know what a plane
Wait,
is?
what? Oh, right, plane. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that rock tasty?
It's got a plain of vine in it. Can't complain. Eventually this bread will be delicious once I get a hold of it.
Oh, sorry. And just apply a bit more pressure.
It's okay.
Oh. Oh god, what is this session?
What is this?
What is this? This is the DM suffering through the worst heat imaginable.
Yeah, I think I'm suffering from performance anxiety. I can't seem to get one out.
I mean, I thought you were aiming for 2.
Well, I mean, I could aim as much as I need to in order to offer them like shit, but yeah, yeah. Oh god, this is a lot harder than I thought. What have I been eating?
Ayla just provokes with, you've been eating shit, that's what you've been eating.
I would have eaten shit. Like I would have had like halitosis by now, and apparently eating such things would like make you feel very ill, and I'm totally fine.
Also, let me give you a hand. And she molds the earth underneath you, but not like for you to fall in. Just so you can get a better squat on.
Ah, okay. Right. To be honest, I was kind of thinking, yeah, I mean, I didn't. Okay, right, okay, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
So-
I guess we're doing this. I guess I'm gonna commit. Right? Okay. Yeah. Just,
It spends a bit longer, makes you like a little hut for privacy.
oh, that's adorable. It's like
Oh.
a little Earth portaloo or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. And just looking at this, just cliff face talking at me. Okay. Let's be frank here. We're concerned that what you're gonna do is gonna hurt the town above. Because there was a big kaboom. Now, if we're not gonna be able to help, we at least need to know if the town's gonna be in danger.
the elemental Myrmidon starts grinding away to talk to you, and the fungus is like, okay. So he says the town's not a concern for them, because you're kind of mining out the earth a bit much anyway. Explosion's not their fault. You mined an explosive mineral. And if they really want more of that Ember Stone, they can just come to the elemental plane and ask. Earth and fire really aren't talking, apparently. For reasons that I find baffling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at that moment that you just hear a very relieved sigh, and Das has a dirt platter with one freshly squeezed.
In Elven, I'd just go, please tell me you're not excited about the shit.
I gift you the piece of shit that you require, and so
I
you can
mean,
allow us to get
Who is this being?
access.
Is this being offered to the fungus or the rock?
The rock? Like it's
Oh,
like
no.
the like no shirt, no shoes, no shit, no service. No.
they're not wrong. So much going wrong. I'm trying to work out why I lost control of just that. I don't think I even got a chance to grab the lead before it ran off.
I think as soon
I just bent down to tie my shoelace. I had to take the lead off my hand, and the next thing I know, I was like, it's gone.
it's just I imagine there's just this beautiful slow motion moment of Eppa realizing that's actually got a plate, put a shit on it, has walked over with that shit to the Myrmidon that I am talking to, and has offered it up like a gorgeous snack.
God damn it.
The fungus, on the other hand, when you ask the question of like, please tell me you're not interested, it's like, well, it is full of nutritious microbes.
If I'm not dead in the next 10 minutes, I'll let you have it.
All
How
right.
does the Myrmidon react?
The Myrmidons react with like a look, like they look to each other, look back at Das, and look disgusted like boulders. At which point, it's not like an aggressive movement. One of them just takes the end of their warhammer, not the rock end, the stick end, if you will, and just like gently pushes Das away.
Well, I thought that it said no shit, no service, and I literally provided them a pile of fresh cobalt shit.
Begins doing like the whole "shoo, get out of here."
Fine.
Is there someone we can talk to that is in charge? Or did you work with the guys with the fiery beards? Wait, no, you said Earth and Fire aren't getting along. So you're Earth, they were Fire?
They look at each other. Avalanche, collapsing noise to you, and the fungus is like, give them a minute, and one of them disappears down the mine shaft.
I feel like I just Karen'd.
After about 2 to 3 minutes later, it returns. I need to go grab something to put on the board.
Uh-oh.
A larger earth elemental arrives.
Oh, hi!
This one wearing sort of tan and red robes. Has a very well carved face. And sort of storms out going, I was in the middle of a very important work, and you have decided to disturb me. Right, the two of you get back, go maintain the ritual whilst I deal with interventions.
as this thing, as this larger elemental appears. At that point, Rex is like, "We have been negotiating. Do you want to negotiate with that as well?"
I mean, that speaks. What language is it speaking?
It's speaking in common.
Good.
I mean, this one speaks common. That's a lot easier.
Good.
Yeah, it
Makes
is.
a lot easier for the offer I have to. So, apparently,
If you,
your
I
guys-
swear to God, if you do
No.
not put that plate away, I will shoot you myself.
And I will rub your face in it. In the
Right.
plate
Well,
itself.
you gotta catch me first. So, anyways, apparently this is very nutritious to a lot of the stony guy. Your guards are pretty good, by the way. So apparently
As this
they
is
do not
happening,
accept
Mage Hand is just lifting this plate up, has let go of the bread, moves the shit, and just. It looks like I'm just smashing it against the wall in a way to just shatter the plate, but I've smushed it into the face of the fungus.
Do you mind? I was
And
going
it's just-
to offer
Eppa,
the
you just
boss.
get the noise of. It's a bit nutty.
I mean,
I regret
At which point,
so many things right now.
Large Elemental is like, okay, tension back to me,
yes.
fleshlings.
Right,
What? Why? What's wrong?
we are from upstairs. Town in bad place, cause boom! We kill beardy dwarves with fiery beards. Are you going to hurt the town? Is the town in danger? Are you going to completely ignore the safety of the town for whatever ritual purposes you just mentioned?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for getting rid of the fiery dwarf guys with metal dwarf guards with beards. They were fire elementals, and they are just the absolute worst. Secondly, have you seen how extensively they mined? This is meant to be shaft number 16, and there are 30 of them scattered throughout the entire town. If the town hasn't collapsed, it's been a miracle.
It's very weird to think that in real life I live in a former colliery town. So like this mine shaft could be under my flat right now.
Yes. To be honest, when it came to a lot of these mine shafts, I was actually basing it off Cornish tin and copper mines, where it's like, yeah, it goes down and then goes a long way underground. It's just following the seam. But in any case, she points out, it's a miracle hasn't fallen in. The explosion thing, it's not my fault. And like, she puts her hand in the ground, but it's like someone putting their, like, the equivalent of you guys putting your hands through very fine sand. There's like no resistance, nothing stopping her, and she pulls out a lump of like a red gemstone. And it clearly pulsates, and she like crushes it between her hands, and like there is like a faint boom. At which point she dusts her hand off. It's like, that's what they've been mining. It is very dangerous.
Yes.
Can I have one?
No.
Okay.
I have one.
Absolutely not.
Why?
And regards to
Can
the
I-
ritual I'm casting, town probably is in danger. Kind of busy. Kind of at a critical point right now.
So did they just say the town probably was in danger?
Yes.
What's the ritual do?
If you're that interested, I'll come with me and I'll show you.
Ooh,
I think
I've
Eppa
seen
just
it.
looks to the faces of everyone else in the party for like a judgment check.
Aileen just shrugs and it's like, might be able to interfere.
if we do interfere, we might end up destroying the town, and then obviously there's going to be a lot of people who are very angry, but mostly dead, but very, very angry nevertheless. And also, yeah, there'll just be a really big crater, and yeah, that's yeah.
The city of Ember Mine becomes Ember Crater.
Yes.
What do you think? What do you think, Rex?
Yeah. What do you mean? Do you mean like should we try to stop these people or?
Let's see what their intentions are. And if their intentions are to destroy Ember Mine, then we'd have to stop them.
Yeah.
But if their intentions aren't to stop Ember Mine, then we'll obviously we let them continue.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Can we see your ritual then, please?
I do like seeing rituals.
Fine, but if you try and cast anything to stop it, I'm squashing you.
I mean,
I'm gonna make you
that's
part of my veg garden.
That's valid. Oh wait,
if I was a vegetable, I'd be a carrot.
I think just as we leave, Epid uses them. I think guess the last of his speak with plants. Just be like, which plant would you recommend I be planted next to if I die? Like, who's the best conversationalist? Directed at the mold.
Yeah, no,
Elvish.
the mold's like, you hear this, I suppose more like me.
Oh, okay. He just puts that little gem back in his pocket. So, like, definitely traumatized by that.
And not by the pile of shit on a dirt.
Not by the horror that is Das. Nah. Alright then. So, the jowl leads you into this chamber here. It says trying to force all your camera viewpoints to centralize.
Where's the murmur babies?
Oh, I didn't have them on this map. I plan for you guys to fight Myrmidons, not have the Myrmidons come in. But it's fine. Anyways, so it leads you deeper down into the mine shaft. You actually pass like the end of the minecart track itself, and it's literally just unfinished. It just stops. There is no buffer. There is no way of slowing down a minecart. So if you push it hard enough and it just goes, it'll just crash at the end here. But eventually come down into some lower chambers, and the heat and humidity is certainly increasing down here. There's a smell of sulfur and brimstone. At which point the Dow's like, be careful, this has been a side effect of the thing we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And in this sort of larger main chamber, there are two earth elementals either side in this large open space, sort of like hunched over, almost like in a meditative pose. And you can see this faint arcane glow is emanating from the two of them. The two Myrmidons that that you saw earlier, are also stood where the Dow is on the map. Also focusing and glowing, and you can see that these faint little, almost like lines, if you will, are going up into the top of this chamber, where you can see something that looks like an egg. It's egg-shaped, although it's made out of red rubies and seems to be pulsating every now and again, like a heartbeat. So you get this sort of thump thump. And the Dow just goes, and this is what I was working on. It's, I'm trying to speed up the rebirth or something. It's not going well.
What are you trying to, like, I guess, give birth to?
So, How can I put this way these new flashbacks understand? And she begins to like refocus her energies to have this conversation at the same time. Emberstone is kind of a byproduct of elementals' energies being infused into Earth. This thing is like elemental fire made real. I suppose you've all ever heard of a phoenix.
Is it something
what
that
now?
you can eat?
Did you just say a phoenix?
The Dow actually stops concentrating because I was pondering, like, could you actually eat a phoenix?
It's spreading! Oh no! The madness is spreading!
Would that be the spiciest chicken ever?
I mean, there's one way to find out.
I mean, I suppose if you're like... Would it be self-frying? What?
This
Well,
is the rabbit hole it's now going down. It's like, well, how would that register on a Scoville scale?
Oh, Scoville's about spice. If you just take a phoenix and you dip it in oil, and like, if you like dip it in flour and then dip it in oil, would it boil the oil and therefore fry itself?
Those are very good questions.
No.
All the like these deep philosophical mind holes. It's Eppa's like, wait, what? A phoenix? Like, the Dow like snaps out of it and goes, yes, the elemental bird of fire.
I mean, if you're looking for a foster parent,
Are you saying
and just does his like the closest thing to a charming smile a tiny kobold wizard can do?
Are you suggesting that we adopt a fiery pigeon? Because if you are, then I concur.
Sadly, no. I have to insist that no one has this.
Alright. So you
Wait, you're killing a phoenix?
Yeah, more realigning a phoenix.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana to sort of understand what the hell realigning a phoenix actually means?
Go for it. Give me an Arcana check, Appa.
Oh no!
By the way, can
That's
I
natural one.
Oh,
can I do the Arcana check as well?
go on then. I'll let everybody else roll an Arcana check since Eppa's like, how do you realign a phoenix?
It's a bird. It's on fire. What do you do? Do you make it into a fire
great.
that sits on the ground?
It's a flying, flaming chicken.
Yes.
It's
Yes, it is.
finger burning good.
Yes.
Ah,
So
nine.
20.
9.
I love how even with my natural one, you somehow get less.
Yeah. Oh. He's not that smart.
I was gonna say, that's just looking at this from like a mechanical point of view of like, well, it is slightly wonky, so you do need to keep it level.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, I mean, if it's standing on one leg, it's gonna be very difficult to balance.
If the wings are different sizes, it's not gonna fly straight. So
I would
it's gonna
say
be horrible.
we do have an artificer and a druid with us. Are they allowed to roll?
Yes, first of all, like they're being NPCs right now. So it
Come
is
on,
got
natural
11.
20. Get a natural 20.
10 goes
24 is
13.
not bad.
So, funny thing is, Rex actually got the highest
He
number.
did.
Yeah. So between the lot of you, as
Mhm.
that was like stopping conversation right now, it's like I need to focus. Talk amongst yourselves, but not too loudly. You give me a migraine the size of a boulder.
What?
The urge is to mold Earth for you into a hole and just seal it up again.
Rocks fall.
But
and dust
boulders have variable size. When does a pebble become a boulder?
But it's large
When
enough
does a
to
ma-
kill you.
Okay, let's Epa,
Oh, wait.
let's not annoy this elemental anymore.
Yeah. By the way,
Before it.
between all of you with the Arcana, and Rex, you're the one that suddenly realizes what they mean. Elementals are aligned to a particular element: earth, earth, air, fire, and water.
Yes.
Phoenixes are naturally fire. They express
Mm-hmm.
that fires can die down and revive themselves.
Yes.
What she's meaning by realigning it is it's not going to come back as a flaming phoenix. They want like an earth-based one.
Oh.
So in a way, it almost goes through like a full rock cycle,
Yeah.
which would be pretty dope.
It would be.
But that's crazy. That it. I'm trying to think of a good way of putting it.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of describing it is like trying to get a conservative to convert to socialism.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm talking like trying to get Donald Trump to become a socialist.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all agree it ain't gonna happen, but with enough force of will. But anyway. So, yeah, that's kind of the gist. After a few minutes, though, if you guys do nothing else, the ground begins to shake and tremble.
Oh my.
That seems like a bad idea. Rex, have you explained to everybody else in the party what realignment means?
Yeah, probably. Rex explains everybody what it means.
It's probably a bad thing, right?
Maybe. Could be.
After...
I'm going to exploit my 19 passive investigation for something for once.
Okay.
We have been going through these caves. We're going through these caverns. Rex has explained sort of the craziness of what the hell realignment of something is, and we can see the ritual in front of us. Based on all of that passive information, how dead is the town if this ritual finishes?
From
I have a
that from that level of investigation, they can go one of two ways on the extremes. The extreme good ways, nothing happens to the town beyond the fact that the primary ore it's known for stops basically being effectively mined. Eventually it will run out. But it's fine. You've seen it just holds metals like no man's business. So it's good for full industrialization anyway. On the bad end, this entire mine shelf becomes the largest sinkhole and the town falls in it. Including the lake and the river.
And where would I put the odds on that?
Right now, the coin is flipping and it's currently spinning in the air. And you didn't see what it was when it got tossed.
Yeah, Eppa's just like standing there and just panicked whale. Does not have words to explain this because he's going to be in the sinkhole and it's just
So, might I ask,
Yes.
if I may, if this ritual were to be complete and the entire town might be in some kind of craterous sinkhole or some kind of cratery sinkhole kind,
Yes.
would that mean that everybody around, like us lot mainly, would be dead because we're practically in the center of the sinkhole?
So the Dow looks back to you and it's like, do you have the ability to glide through the earth?
I mean, you do, and the rest of your friends do. But the rest of us, unfortunately, don't necessarily have such earth-bending powers.
then you'll gain earthbending powers, and that the earth will bend you.
Hey, Blondie, how good is it to have earthbending powers?
Alien pipes up, it's like, oh, well, that description, not great.
Oh.
That sounds really painful, and I don't really feel like doing it, so, I suggest you all start leaving.
This is quite the predicament.
But anyway,
What would
there is a further earthquake at this point.
What would Captain Doss Big Claw do? What would my papa do?
And at this point, at the middle of where this ritual is taking place, you notice a tear open up. You can't see inside it. I've just gone for a starry cosmic texture because it pops out on the map a bit more. At which point the Dow is standing there focusing, going, well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Alright, we are not going to allow this to continue. Right, that's it. I'm sorry. If you said that it's not supposed to happen, then I'm sorry. We're going to have to stop it on the pure ethics that it wasn't meant to happen, and therefore a lot of people could be
well,
killed
Das,
from this.
as you begin this monologue, you all feel the wind gather up behind you.
Oh no.
And you feel the suction pull you in towards the hole.
Oh no.
Could everyone make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Oh no!
Oh no!
As you are all being pulled forward.
Oh yeah. Go Das.
Nope, that's an 8.
That's an 11 for Aileen. That's a 20 for Tink.
Yeah, 19 from me.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay, wait. I need to figure out how these spells work.
Correct.
This is a magical effect, right?
Yes.
This whole ritual. Right. Does it look like I know I failed? Does it look like we're going to get sucked into another plane of existence?
Hang on. I need to set Aileen to the right side for my mental benefit. You feel like you're about to be sucked into the infinite abyss of the well, not the multiverse, but the many planes of existence.
Cool. I'm going to use 4th level Dispel Magic as I'm skidding along the ground.
Give me the intelligence check for the spell magic.
Come
Cool.
on.
Oh god.
Why am I not playing a bard? My bardic inspiration.
So spellcasting ability.
So intelligence. So it's an intelligence check.
Seriously, why am I not playing a bard?
Oh!
Yes,
24! Oh wow.
that sounds promising.
Eppa manages to save himself.
Oh
Wait.
shit!
Oh no! No!
Aelin and Rex, you guys are pulled through the rift,
Oh no!
Mhm.
along with the phoenix egg as it falls from the ceiling, and the other earth elementals.
Okay.
Oh shit! Right.
cool.
Okay. I need.
Wait.
Need,
Oh god.
I
Oh
have
god.
rope. I have
So wait,
rope.
how long have we had to react to this between me dispelling and this all happening?
I will give you guys an action.
I will get the silk rope and try and chuck it at like the fucking hole. I hope that this is like 50 feet, because god fucking damn it, I might do something stupid if
How large is the area that is affected?
It's that 15-foot square area.
Just a moment.
So really the elementals can only go through one at a time, but like I can quite happily fit the two of you and one big thing through it.
And And at this point, Rex is gonna be like, "Oh no 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 no! This ain't happening," and he is gonna use rabbit hop, and he's gonna jump the hell away.
Blondie!
Forget Aelin!
Blondie! Don't forget, yeah, if you can grab Aelin, then you can maybe save her? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Can Rex actually
I'm
like?
looking up Bunny Hop. Give me a moment.
All right.
Oh
Otherwise,
god.
otherwise I'm gonna throw the silk rope thing towards Aelin and hoping to God that she grabs onto it so we could like try and pull her.
Well,
out.
the good news is
Mm-hmm.
your speed in this wasn't reduced to 0.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead. I'm trying to think what the appropriate check would be.
Dex.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Just to try and plant your feet enough for you to get a jump off, because it's kind of like you're sliding.
Can I use lucky footwork as a reaction?
You may indeed. Get rid of the default to it. 12
Oh, no.
unfortunately is not enough for the save.
Damn.
Right. I think after sort of seeing Rex fail to grab Aelin,
It's
Mhm.
also
like
like
they're gonna
grabbing
fall in.
Aelin, it's also more like trying to get enough pressure down with his rabbit hop to bounce.
Mm.
Because it's like
and
full
there's-
of like, oh, I'm being pulled and trying to push against the suction of the air.
And there's the Phoenix egg as well. That's still not
Yep.
fallen in the hole yet.
Yep, the Phoenix egg is falling in. The Phoenix egg will be, when that falls in,
Web.
it'll be done.
Web. It's a 20-foot cube that will cover the hole.
How much can web support?
It does not state.
Oh,
I was gonna say I'm gonna throw the silk rope in Rex's and Aelin's direction and goes, Rex! Aelin!
Mm.
Hold on tight! We're gonna pull you out of this! It's gonna be great! Just don't look down, whatever you do! Or even close your eyes! Or actually don't close your eyes, you might need to open them so you can catch the rope!
at which point Tink actually jumps into action, grabs the other end of your rope, and ties it around her spear, which she jams into the ground so you have an anchor.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Cool.
So with that, Rex and Aelin, give me strength checks with advantage, because your friends are helping you out.
Oh wow! Thank God for advantage.
Oh yeah, I just saw. Oh no! Oh no!
God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
fuck it, oh.
Aelin!
Yeah.
Aelin!
There's still a web. My help! Oh, that's good for Aelin at least.
Yeah, it's still not good enough, though. The DC to get out of this whole thing is like a flat DC 15.
Oh no!
God.
Oh. I'm trying not to split the party, but
You're
it's
Okay, wait.
it's gonna
Does it-
feel bad, but this is the way it will have to happen, unfortunately.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Does it look like we're gonna lose those two?
It does, yes.
Cam, Tank, are we going in?
What? What do you mean are we going in? That sounds absolutely insane even to my standards.
We lose them otherwise.
Fine. Alright, but if we all die, I'm blaming you and I'm gonna haunt you with ghosts for the rest of my undead life.
Sure, whatever. Eppa releases the web, casts Misty Step, so he is full on like bodily hugging the Phoenix egg so it doesn't shatter when it goes through the void, and is essentially a tiny kobold cannonball around an egg.
Fair enough.
This is a terrible idea!
What?
You hear the sound of the sphere being out the ground. You feel an arm grab around you, Das, and just like no words.
I know. I'm kind of speechless myself. My entire council of one is speechless.
At which point you're all then sucked into the void.
Oh, this is such a bad idea.
Well, this is where things get crazy. So, you will experience like the full-on Stargate effect from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Reality seems to warp and bend around you. You eventually find yourselves exiting the portal and landing on what could best be described as coarse sand. Not quite gravel, not quite a shingle beach, but close. And come skidding to a halt, rolling the entire way.
Ow, ow, ow,
That's
ow,
spit
ow,
out some sand.
ow. Ow. Oh, my scale burns have scale burns.
Yep, you all emerge from the sand and the gravel, and it's horrible. You do have in your possession an earthy phoenix egg, which is huge.
When it hatches, we are going to call them Derek. I don't know why Derek was
Alien
the
Ops
first
for
name.
the Colonel.
Sanders.
Yes.
Because we've landed on the sand. Colonel Sanders. Sanders, we could call the Phoenix Sanders. That'd be great.
I like the name Iggy.
Eggy.
Iggy. Like igneous. Igneous rock.
I-
It's like 3 different puns.
As the DM, I prefer Dizzy, but that's like a really weird Sega game that I don't think anybody has ever played.
No.
And now that I said it, I really want to go find an emulator and play it again.
Also, this thing's heavy. Yeah, I think Eppa just sort of flops whilst pinned by an egg.
Yeah, it's the most uncomfortable experience in the world, really. Not being crushed right now, but it's like, you're not quite sure if, like, being buried in the sand is also going to be helpful.
So now the question is, where the bloody hell are we? Like, this is the worst beach I've ever had the
Well,
misfortune of washing
putting-
up in.
Putting your heads together and piecing things as they go from your surroundings, you guys believe yourselves to be on the elemental plane of Earth. But where you don't know. You can't see the elementals that came with you. You cannot see the Tao.
And yet we have the egg. We can make a giant omelette out of this.
Would it just be a poached egg? I mean, it is a phoenix. It's self-cooking.
Or poached egg.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Anyway,
No,
getting
no
distracted.
eating Iggy.
Those of you that want to, give me a perception check as you look around trying to get your bearings.
It's just Eppa's eyes are closed. He's not doing this.
Alright then.
Let's
In which
see.
case, then it would be a Rex and Das thing.
Holy shit, Rex.
Oh, come on!
Where was that the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
So the two of you, like, okay, calm down. Need to look around. Need to look around. Das, you spot like a couple of caves and stuff nearby. Rex, on the other hand, spots what looks like a settlement. Quite a ways out through all the rocks and the dunes, but at least there's a direction to head.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I think we should end tonight's session there.
Alright.
With the party not split. God damn it. I was really waiting for like the party to split, and then I can like dedicate 2 weeks to 2 different parties and have some fun. Or, like One lot are stuck surviving in the Earth plane. The other lot have now got to try and find a way to get you back. Oh well.
Never mind.
Eppa has attachment issues, okay?
Yeah.
But welcome to the elemental plane of Earth.
Yes.
Or as the Dragonborn call it, Terra.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Earth plane, where you can get stoned
And
what?
none of us speak the language.
Hang on. The DM actually has a thing for this. He does. It's in my like half-written DMG for this.
This is very true. I can see it, and
So yeah. So for the humans, it's Hestia. For the dwarves, welcome to Svartalheim. For the elves, this is Iwa, and for the Dragonborn, welcome to Petrum.
What do the kobolds call it?
It would just be Petrum.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
Well, I think we should give it our own name.
Yeah, we should call it Stone.
Rock Place. Rockland.
Hard,
There we go.
hard place because we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ayo!
I like it. I like it.
Hard place. We're gonna call it the hard place.
Well, we'll see where things go next week anyway. So I hope you'll enjoy that session. Short as it was. I was expecting combat tonight, but I'm glad it went that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was such... Oh my god. I feel detached from reality right now.
I feel bad because the other two weren't here to enjoy the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, they can watch the chaos. They can watch me slowly unravel.
Or we can just not tell them anything, and then they just be like, yeah, you're in the middle of a fucking beach right now. Wait, what? Like, just, yeah.
Yeah, rocks fell, you all died, you went to a beach. Life's a beach and then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on that note...
And on that note, indeed, we are going to tune out for the night.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube and Twitch jazz.
Yeah.
And until then, we'll see you all next time.
Yes. Bye.